Hi, this is Asing. Today I would like to share how to check user form is completely filled before execute the code that designed. Let's take this user form as example. As we can see, we have different types of controls. If we would like to use for loop to check for all the particulars, then we have to make sure that the numbering is in sequence. However, it's very difficult to control, especially we have a lot of particulars here, and we might somehow add or remove a certain particular, which can cause the numbering not in sequence. And the consequence here is we will obtain an error. So what we have to do here to overcome this problem, we can actually create a dummy and use the dummy to call for the same type of control. We can create the code to check for all the particulars in the command button. So what we have to do, okay, we can make it instead of click to check, we can use a mouse move. So whenever the cursor moves to the button, then automatically this will be checked. So as we discussed just now, we will be using a dummy. So theme, maybe we use letter A, theme A as control. So just a particular control. So what we have to do, we have to run for all the control for each A in user form one dot controls. We have a lot of controls, then we just have to check the control one by one. So we use condition if type name of this control is equal to text box. Make sure the syntax is correct, capital letter and small letter. Then so we have to check if, let's say, the type name, okay, the selected control is text box, then what we have to do, we have to check if a dot value, the value is equal to empty, then we have to disable the command button. So user form one dot command button one dot enable is equal to false. We start from if, we should end with if. We start with if, then we end with if. Start for this one done, go to the next one. So we close with next. Okay, let's see what happened. So we go back to user form and let's run. So we do not fill in anything. Okay, move. As we can see, we are not able to click. Okay, then run again. How, let's say we fill in the particular 1 2 3 1 2 3. So then let's say as we can see, this one is being filled, this one is being filled. So as we can see, we are able to click now. So if, let's say, the user able to click, okay, maybe we can give a message. So on click, we create one for click. Maybe we can create message box. Thanks for your details. Then done. Okay, let's check again. So we go back to user form, then run. So fill up and fill up. So done. Okay, we have. So remember to close the user form as well. So we need to use the code unload me. Okay, means that close me. Okay, we already done for text box. Now we should move on to the compose box. So we can copy and paste. So it's easier. If type A is compose box, then the value empty, so again will be disabled. Okay, so this is the advantage of using this dummy. We just have to copy and then we just change the particular type. Go back to user form. Let's run again. So run. So this time let's say we already filled up all the text box. Now we should check for the compose box. See anything happen? Okay, so as you can see, it's being disabled. Okay, we go back. Now run again. So fill up and fill up. So let's say we fill in the particular for the year, month, but we forgot to fill up the date. So see what happened. As we can see, also not able to run the code. Okay, let's run again. One. Okay, we fill up all. Okay, so now nothing happened. We are able to run. Okay, thank you. So that. So let's say we need another. For example, the user don't have to like close the user form, recall the user form to fill up or what. Then, but com the command button will auto check for us whether being filled up or not. If filled up, then can run. If not, okay, then we fill up again, then only we run. So maybe we can create another command button. Make sure the size is exactly the same. A very important step that we have to take care here is we have to bear in mind that this command button that on top will always detect cursor first, which means that if you want to check whether the form is being completely filled, we should use the one that on top and disable if not complete. Then once the command button on top is being disabled, then the command button that at the bottom will auto detect the cursor. So what we have to do here is for the one that on top to check, and for the one at the bottom to enable back the command button that on top. Okay, so for the one on top, we can change to the color that we want. So also change the caption and the font size if we want. Okay, so to differentiate, okay, maybe we can change to the other color, but this doesn't matter because this will not be shown. Okay, so what we have to do, we can leave it in this way first so that we can double click to run the code. So before that, remember to change all the command button 1 to command button 2 because the one that should check for what happened. So we can use Control H, command button 1, we change to command button number 2. Then replace all. So as we can see, we have 4 replacement here. Okay, once done, then we go back to user form and we can now move to on top. Or before that, we just double click. So for the command button 1, what we have to do here is also change to mouse move. Then we should prompt out a message to tell please complete the form. Remember to enable the command button that being disabled previously. So through. Okay, now let's see what happened. So remember to move back. Okay, then we should run now. Okay, as we can see, being disabled, then the second, which means that the bottom button will auto detect the cursor. Then this is being executed. Please complete the form. Then we press on OK. Then we'll back to enable. So now let's type, and then the combo box also completed. Okay, so as we can see, now we are able to execute. Okay, thanks for the detail, and okay, that unloaded. So what we have to do next is we have option button as well. So what we have to take care for option buttons, we have to make sure for the same type of question, under the same question, all the command, all the options button should have the same group name. So for the group name, okay, let's say this is for the gentle. Maybe we can put group name as 1, the first group, and also here 1. Then for this will be group 2 and 2, which means that the user is able to select only one option, as we can see. For gender, either male or female, we are not allowed to choose for both. Then for marital status, single or married. So as we can see, if although we selected male, but we're still able to select one of the marital status. So here what we have to do to check for the option button, instead of checking empty or not empty, what we have to do for option button is to check whether being selected. So option button. To check how many option button being selected, we have to check how many questions using option buttons. So as we can see, all together we have 2 questions, which means that user allowed to select maximum 2 option buttons and must have 2 option buttons. So selected means that is with value true. We can use a dummy to serve as head count. So altogether we must have 2. If yes, plus 1. So we should initiate B with 0. If 1 selected, plus 1. 1 selected, plus another 1. So altogether must have 2. For this case, if B is not equal to 2, then we should disable. So if the option button is being selected, then we should have B plus 1, or else B remain as B. We shouldn't write the code to disable the command button within the for loop of the controls to run the controls, but we should write after the for loop, or else then we will like run for one time and check, run for one time and check. So this will make the code to run improperly. So we should run after the for loop. So if B is not equal to 2, then we should disable the command button. Okay, start with if and with if, then we done. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay, so this is the user form we run. So let's complete all others first before we go to the option button. Okay, now the option button is not selected, so disable. Now we select 1, disable. Let's say we selected 2. So as we can see, okay, nothing happened and we are able to run this form. Then thanks for the detail. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you like it. See you.